All right, here we are. We're in the new Leonard Hall remodel construction zone. And my name is Tom Wadsworth. I'm the Dean of the L.S. Skaggs College of Pharmacy here at Idaho State University. And I am stoked to show you this space. It is really coming along. Right now, behind me, you see the Dean's office. This really wasn't in the original scope of the project, but it's, as you can see, it's getting matched up, repainted, refurbished to make it all look bright and vibrant. But first, I have to acknowledge that all of this is the result of a very generous gift from the Alsam Foundation. $14 million came here to refurbish or redo all of our research labs so that they're the state-of-the-art, as good as they can get research lab that is literally going to change research here at Idaho State University and at the College of Pharmacy. So come with me. We're going to first just take a quick look here in the Dean's office. As you walk in, our space, Dean's office this way. Still under construction. This is where the management assistant will sit. Reception area over here. Looks very familiar. And if you follow me, this is where our student affairs offices will be. Rhonda Mall will be here. The assistant or associate dean for student affairs, Dr. Cynthia Tillotson's office. And then we keep on coming, and the rest of the staff and administration will be in this space. As you can see, we have lots of space to do all of our operations, and it's going to feel great coming out of our temporary space that we've been in for 2.5 years. We won't know what to do with all this space. But you can see it's still a very, like a construction zone. This was the tail end of the project, and it is due to be done, so May, and we'll be moving in probably in July. As we come out of here, the frontage of the building is being changed. So you alumni who have been here, this should look very familiar. Well, maybe not. It's completely different. As you walk in, the whole frontage will match and be very open. It used to be quite narrow. In here is the new space for the student lounge. This will be for all the students. We're actually adding a full kitchenette on the back end here, brand new. And then it added another maybe 30 square feet. And then we have our individual study rooms that actually connect directly to the break room. So students could be in there doing their work, come in and out of the break room without having to walk clear all the way around. It's going to be super nice. Really excited for this for the students. They're really going to love that. If you keep coming this way, these are our study halls. These will be all glass from the top to bottom. You'll be able to see through them. They'll be super sharp. And then all of the decorations, maybe just walk down this way. If you look at the hallways, you'll see that we have set in some spaces. This is an interior design where it's the old pharmaceutical relics will be actually set into the wall and look like super cool. And you might remember we used to have all the pictures of all the classes. We'll have that, but they're going to be on a digital board. So you could come in as an alumni and say, oh, a class of 2006, click on it, scroll through, find yourself, and every graduate that's ever graduated from this program. So if we keep coming this way, you'll see that the classrooms are being refurbished as well. They're under full gear construction. This is the P2 room. The biggest change to the rooms is actually this old, if you're alumni, this old cave room we used to call it, because there were no windows in it. Check this out. This is all being opened up, and we cut holes through the cinder block, and those will be windows right out into the quad. So the sunlight will come in, no more dungeon. Students are going to love it. Faculty are going to love it. It's really going to make this place super vibrant. This is all now new office space. And we'll just take a stroll in here. You get to see it. These offices don't have windows, so there'll be some competition for the windowed offices, but there are plenty. But these will be really good private office spaces, either for our faculty or our graduate students. Maybe even student leadership. We have enough spaces that we could probably do that. The compounding room. No big changes were happening in here, just refurbishing it, so you'll see the ceiling will be dropping. But no big changes to the compounding room. It was actually quite sufficient. The space we're in now is so small that we're really looking forward to getting back in here in the fall. All right, follow me this way. Just want to point out a couple other things. Remember I was telling you about the insets? Look how beautiful that's going to be. They'll be lighted. There'll be artifacts this way. I mean, it's just going to lights out. People will really, really like it. If we keep coming this way, this used to be offices / labs, and now it's actually all offices. If you look in here, so we have some windowed offices. Not quite sure who's going to be in here, but certainly faculty will be in this area. Quite roomy here in the hallway. Beautiful space, beautiful offices. So if here we are, that's the music building. We got the quad out this way. We're going to head up the stairs. There's the quad. Head up the stairs into what used to be the faculty office spaces. Oh, wow. Boy, it's come a long ways. This is looking really good. Coming in here, look at how high these ceilings are. Crazy. The artwork that's going to go in here, it's going to blow your mind. More decorations in the wall. Can't you see those artifacts and alumni pictures up here? It's going to be fantastic. Okay, you might remember this is where the PPRA offices were. If we come through here, there used to be a kitchenette right there. Well, we took it out, but we're putting it back in. It's going to be a beautiful kitchenette now. And then this was converted into an office space. For those of you who have been here a long time, this used to be the old Deb Etlin office. Hi, Deb, if you're watching this. But we put a wall there for you, Debbie. You're going to be coming into the laboratory spaces. The first space you're going to see is the medicinal chemistry suite. This used to be lab spaces, but it's now been expanded. Oh, wow. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that something? Full glass. Equipment already going in. They got the false ceiling in now. Wow, this is way cool. If we keep walking this way, we don't want to interrupt these guys. Classroom 223. We do some classrooms in here. Pharmacy technology program will be in that space. Look at that. Then that takes us to the rest of the lab. This is pharmaceutics, pharmacology. We'll probably come on the outside first, though. This is more of a commons area for people to collaborate and sit, and you can actually see the research being done in some of these spaces. But look at how beautiful this is. Bathroom area on the upstairs, and then it just opens up into this beautiful commons area. If you go to our website, you'll see pictures of how the furniture will be displayed, and it'll be a very, just a relaxing place for students and faculty to come. We'll be doing poster sessions in here. We'll be doing presentations. And all in the sunlight out of that quad. Look at those windows. Just a beautifully naturally lit space. You'll also see televisions, each one of those kiosks. Those televisions will be used for virtual posters, presentations, study groups, things like that. So a really dynamic area. We'll be able to clear this out and hold receptions here, like professional receptions, seminars, you name it. It's going to really expand our ability to bring people together. But check this out. You look through these windows and look at this research space. You alumni that are watching this, if you remember, this is the hallway where you couldn't walk two people. You had to go like this. There's a door here and a door there, and that was in the lab space. Look at this. Something like, whoa, right? You could fit a couple hundred people in here. And now it's just wide open. All these offices have been converted into one big large space for the lab. It's kind of a little study area. There'll be a kiosk, but let's walk into the lab space and you get to see some of these. This is actually where the bench top, all the equipment, core lab is going to go right in here. And look at how much space there is for our faculty and our graduate students. This is really a game changer. And if you look, each one of those bench tops then has a clean room or an ante room that could go into it. They're wired, so they're quite wired and gassed so that they can be really flexible on what that space is. But if you look up at the ceiling, just like beautiful, open, no more low ceilings, really will enhance the experience of whoever comes in here, and we expect will draw in students, faculty who want to be here. It's really a game changer, not just for the college, but ISU. If we keep walking this way, we have a cell culture lab, and we have the more of the core lab equipment. This is like shared equipment that all researchers will use that will be available to researchers across the whole campus. We're really hoping this will be a magnet for our biomedical researchers that are on campus. ISU has many biomedical researchers. You can see this space just opens right up. It's almost as big as the other space. So cell culture lab this direction, core lab equipment this direction. This used to be Dr. Marvin Schulte's lab space, or office actually. This whole row was just faculty offices with a really narrow hallway. But come check out some of these clean rooms. Actually, they're technically not clean rooms. They call them experiment rooms. So where some of the cell culture labs will be and the experiments that will occur here. If I remember right, Dr. Jesse Jones will be in this area. Dr. Ali Habashi will be in this area. Medicinal chemistry, Dr. Solomon and Dr. Sri Pashikanti will be in those areas. And then Kavita Sharma will be in the middle there. So yeah, plenty of elbow room. That's the top. This is kind of like the highlight because it's almost done. This was the first phase and it's just about done. Now we're going to go down to the basement. We've made some changes to the basement. And we just opened it up into some gray shell space. And really exciting is we've added a sleep lab to downstairs. So we have the psychology department bringing over some of their active research and doing sleep lab studies down in the basement. It's way cool. Come check it out. There's some students over there. Those are the P3s. They've been out of the building a long time. But they'll get to graduate here. Now, for you staffers and faculty, you'll probably want to know, did you fix the boys' bathroom? We did. Boys' bathroom's being redone. No more code browns in the middle of the day. Oh my, look at this. This is Dr. Schulte's lab. That's unchanged, and it'll be an active lab space. It's actually well situated and it complements what's upstairs really nicely. If we walk through here, you'll see the old drug information. We used to call it the drug information lab or facilities. And it was, yeah, it's right here. You'd actually step down. Those ceilings are coming up. This is being gray shelled out. Look at that. Wow, that's really open. The low ceilings they're being moved up as much as they can be, so they're not as spooky. But this is where the sleep lab will be. So if we look down in here, this will take you down into some of the cleaning areas, sleep lab areas. Actually, this is the sleep lab. This would be a control room. This will be where the patient would come in and siesta. So which is neat. We're going to have patients coming to the College of Pharmacy, which is kind of different. So we're going to have to change the way we do things and receive people. Now, all this space that goes all the way to the end of the wall is being gray shelled, which means it's being prepped so that we could do anything with it. And eventually it'll probably become more lab space. But for now, we're going to use it as storage. We have some offices. See, this has been opened up. It used to be really narrow. Now it's like 3 times the size it used to be. And then this one, if you look in here, we'll just take a peek. Those of you who've been in this building before, this is where we used to store just tons of junk. And it's all being cemented out so that it can be gray shelled. And look at that space that will eventually become laboratory space. So it gives us a chance to grow if we need to grow, instead of just being a dirt floor. Way cool, yeah. It's kind of the end of the tour. Next time I'm talking to you, you're going to be in this building looking at this space, and we're going to be having drinks and beverages and cake and celebration. Thank you all, Sam.